I am become fancy theater.
Brought to you by NordVPN.
Brought to you by NordVPN. It's actually sad that Internet Historian has to put a disclaimer like that in the video.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Look at you.
Because some of the copyright claim abuse is so out of control on YouTube, it's ridiculous. Uncultured.
Unsophisticated.
Unsophisticated. You.
Middle class.
Middle class.
No, don't.
You're not even middle class, probably.
Row up.
Grow
I'd say
up.
cover up with this dinner jacket, but I'm
Wear a
afraid that
jacket.
you'd get your head stuck in the sleeve and asphyxiate.
Help, I'm stuck.
Listen, lowball.
Lowborn. What is this? A fantasy RPG?
Don't you want to be fancy?
Fancy.
Like moi? That's French. I don't expect you to know what it means, but I have some good news. Before this
Well, not just companies use it to like silence people, but just random people will just create like companies and they will just copyright things just because they can, and YouTube like won't question it.
financial year ends, I have decided to make a charitable deduction.
Wow.
It's you, champ. For you see, I...
You can have premarital sex.
This virus.
Huh?
I have made several videos, though, which will show you how to bluff your way to the inner circles.
Wow.
Undetected. Yes. By the time the elites find out,
Neon Genesis Evangelion is psychological,
The elite.
intense.
it will be too late. I get you in, you eat all the hors d'oeuvres, and we get out. That's the plan. And let's begin your instruction with... Theater.
Theater.
The YouTube premium of upper society.
Wow.
And the first section?
It's like YouTube, but you have to go way out of your way to go watch the show.
Symphony.
Symphony.
The first period of performance, that's called Baroque.
Wow.
From 1600 to 1750. This featured Bach and Vivaldi.
Wow.
Now there was also a guy named Giuseppe Tartini,
Who?
and he was the best one of them all.
Wow.
Because one evening, he had
I ain't never heard of that guy before.
a dream where the devil showed up
The
and
devil.
presented him with a deal.
Bro, why does he have no chin? He has no jaw. It doesn't exist.
The devil would become his teacher and impart on him everything he knew about music.
Drop the bitch.
Once Tartini had learnt everything he could, he handed over his violin and asked the devil to play.
Wow. What did he play?
The devil played the greatest musical piece that Tartini had ever heard.
Okay.
Tartini woke up with a gasp, and he tried to recreate what he had heard in the dream. And what he wrote down was his most famous piece, the best thing he had ever written.
Wow.
And he said, "This is shite compared to the original. This is nothing better than a tribute." And that's where you get the Tenacious D song from. He named this piece The Devil's...
Bro, that's how people act in my comment section when they try to make fun of me for doing React content. They're like, this is garbanzo compared to the original. Well, okay, brother. All right, but you clicked on it.
Trill. And he claimed that the difference between his version and the version in the dream was so great that he would have smashed his violin and quit music forever.
Wow.
Had he not needed it for his job.
Wow.
Classical.
So dramatic, bro.
1750 to 1830.
Okay.
Mozart
Classical.
and Beethoven show up like da 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 da.
Da 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 da.
Now, Beethoven was famously known for going deaf. Once that happened, everyone told him that he should just quit music forever. But he
well, frick those guys.
just wouldn't hear it. Anyway,
And all of the haters, you know what? Ain't nobody remembers who the frick they are.
there's so much I could say about these two. Romantic era.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy watching React content, but sometimes YouTube pushes React content to people that aren't interested in it, and then they leave mean comments, right?
Now that's when everybody started kissing, and it's my
Oh,
favorite.
oh,
Great piece.
God.
Mwah. Oh, you played
Yo.
wonderfully too. Mwah.
Mwah.
We also enjoyed listening. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah,
Oh,
mwah,
shit.
mwah. All you need to know about this one is Chopin and Berlioz.
Chopin!
Berlioz, however, was not getting any kisses.
Damn.
He was
This guy plows zero puss.
relatably painfully single, living
Damn.
alone in Paris.
Damn.
The city of love.
That's rough, bro. That's tough. Couldn't be me, though.
So here's how it started. He's there and he's in his early 20s. And
Okay.
he is looking for a new GF. So
Yep.
one day he attends a Shakespearean play. And
Wow.
on stage he spots an actress.
I also go pick up the ladies at a Shakespearean play on the weekends. Yep.
And he immediately falls in love with her.
Oh. Oh, whoa.
He wrote her many notes confessing his love.
Yo!
But her DMs went unreplied. So he began writing a symphony about her. How can she ignore this? And also around this time he started smoking a lot of opium. But
That sounds like way too much. Dude, if I was that girl, I definitely would not talk to this guy, yo. Like, you gotta at some point take a hint and realize she is not that into you.
don't worry about that. Anyway, so he wrote this piece just for her.
Wow.
However, his DM still went unreplied. For several months he started to get quite disheartened.
Yeah.
Until he saw another girl.
There you go. That's how you get over your heartache. Boys, the best way to get over one girl is just to get with another girl.
So he immediately fell in love with her instead.
There
and
you
he
go.
said, you know what? I'm going to change that symphony I wrote, so now it's about this other lady,
Damn.
and not about that ugly one that I didn't like anyway.
Damn.
This time, happily, she reciprocated, and they fell in love and were set to marry.
Wow. But then...
What the fuck? Phones
What
haven't
the-
been invented yet. Yes, hello, I'm busy. Oh, Rome? To study? Absolutely. I'll catch the first flight out.
Ain't no way he just dips on this girl like that.
So, Berlioz went to Rome to study music. However,
What about his
while he
girl?
was away, he got some news.
Berlioz,
Okay.
I have to tell you something.
She's pregnant.
Sacre bleu.
What?
Some other, more handsome
Oh my goodness. Of course, bros. Of course.
musician swooped in
Yep.
and married his girl while he was
Yep.
in Rome, and they
See, boys, some things don't change, man. It's been 200 years. Same shit, bros.
ran away together.
Yep.
Berlioz was furious, and he set his mind to solving the problem.
Yep.
I know what I'm going to do.
Just write another symphony. It's the post-breakup gains, yo. Sometimes the girl cheats on you. Well, now you get to hit the gym and make some mad gains. All right. Berlioz, girl runs away without you with another guy. Right, the sickest symphony in history. There you go. Easy. And then you go get an Italian Roman girlfriend. And it's all better.
I'm gonna murder her and her lover and her mom,
Whoa!
and then I'm gonna do a self-murder. All right, so this gets pretty elaborate. His idea is to dress up as a housemaid. He
Okay.
has bought both poison and 2 guns. Now he is going to sneak into the house of his ex-fiancée, and there she and her mother will be
Yes.
sipping tea, which he has already poisoned.
Wow.
Then he will pull off the clothing and reveal himself. Blam, blam,
Blam, blam.
sad overture. So he heads
He pulls off his clothing. He whips his balls out right before he ends them.
back home to Paris. But while on his travels there, takes quite a while, he has to change carriages. And when he does that, he leaves the guns.
You dumbass! How do you plan all that out and then you mess up the execution that bad?
in one of the little cubbies. So he's lost all his weapons.
You're dumb.
What is he going to do now?
Jump off of... I won't say it.
Well, his next leg on the stop is Genoa. And he decides, you know what? Let's just skip the murder and go straight to the finale.
Oh,
So
snap.
he stops off in the port city of Genoa, and he's there at the side of the Mediterranean.
Yep.
He pauses for a moment, then he throws himself in.
Yep.
Now, some people see this whole thing happen, and they think he's had an accident, so they run
Understandable.
in to try to save him. They pull him to the
No.
shore.
No, he lives. Oh, no.
He lived. So he has now reached his lowest point.
Yes.
he dejectedly continues home.
He's such a failure in life. Such a failure with the girls. He even fails to do his final act, man. He can't even pull that one off.
He gets back to Paris and he wallows around, feeling pretty sorry for himself.
Yep.
But he decides, you know what? I may as well do what I do best in times of trouble.
Get high.
Smoke a lot of opium.
That's right.
And while I do that,
I
felt
knew
like
it because he's one of the boys. You already know it.
a symphony. Although
So
I ain't
Bernie?
gonna name it after that hoe who stole
That
my
hoe.
heart. And so he went back to work. But
That
here's the thing.
skanky bitch ass hoe.
It was the greatest piece he had ever written. And it premiered to a huge crowd. And you know
That's
what?
right.
It was a smash hit. Number 1 on iTunes.
Number 1, and he's gonna get all the girls afterwards.
But then,
then?
here's a bloody plot twist.
Oh no.
Remember the first girl?
No, not the first girl. Please tell me the first girl does not lead the other guy. Come back, slide into his life like nothing ever happened. Don't tell me. Don't tell me he just takes her back, no questions asked because he's desperate. Please, the second he hits famedom, this always happens, dude. The second you start making that dough, start making money, you look better, hit the gym, get kind of popular. Girls just your exes be calling you up like, hey, oh, I'm sorry, take me back.
Well, she attended that concert and she realized that Berlioz was a genius.
Get the fuck out of here, girl. Get out of here.
And then she wrote a letter to your boy saying how good your
Oh
bloody
my
symphony
God.
was. And sorry.
You're gonna read the first letter after you sent her like 50 letters? Oh my god.
About not replying, I just
My
put
boy,
my phone down and got
Berlioz.
super busy or whatever. By the way, I love you.
Wow.
And so Berlioz got
Fuck off. I love you. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You like money. Jeez.
well, I love you too.
Shut
And
up.
a year later, they were married.
Oh my god.
It's a beautiful moral
And let me guess, the marriage ends in flames and disaster.
of the story. See, fellas, don't jump in the Mediterranean. Anyway, a few years later, they got divorced.
That's what I said.
Because weirdly,
No one saw that one coming. Yeah, okay. Berlioz.
he cheated on his wife with the housemaid.
Damn.
Not that one, a different one.
She had it coming. She had it coming, Berlioz.
But then he married that housemaid. Hooray.
Hooray.
But then when he died later on, for some reason, he gets buried with both of them.
Huh?
Kind of strange.
A little strange.
But moving on to the Impressionist musicians.
Wow.
Now that's
bassoon.
Claude
Debussy.
The what now? Claude the what? You know what? You better go to ad time.
Ad
All right,
time.
guys, welcome back to the Nord Stream.
NordVPN, baby.
Today we're playing Assassin's Creed 3.
NordVP
Chat, come on,
Bussy.
chat. Hey, oh, everyone's spamming Nord
Chat.
in the chat. Whoa, new follower. Hey, welcome to the Dream Team Sub Cream. Thank you so much for the great. Oh, unfollowed.
Debussy.
Sorry, guys. The cleaners are here. Sorry, just ignore the mess. I haven't cleaned up these bottles yet. No, it's just tea. It's just tea.
Yo, chat. You guys have to see this.
Okay, squad, let's move up. I keep pushing up. We need covering fire to the southwest. There's a sniper 240. I'm gonna call in artillery. Yeah, what's up?
Hey boys, what's up? Let's get those naughty snipers.
Yep.
Right in their snipersy.
Alright, squad leaders, we're gonna push up on their left flank now. Alright.
Yeah, slide right in their flank.
Debussy.
Call of Dussy.
Call of Dussy.
2010. Can we chill with combining every word with Bussy? We're trying to win here. It's like a serious tactical game.
Why? You getting a little jealousy?
Jealousy.
I'm 12.
You better chill with the Bussy talk, because you better put it on the FBI watch list.
My bad, you little slut fuck.
You know, this ain't very push and pee of you.
Push it,
I'll push it into your pee.
No, you will not. Guys, we gotta get a rocket up behind that tank. It's taking us out.
Yeah, put it up his tank, cuss.
Yo, kid, can you shut the fuck up? You know, not everything
Kid,
is
shut
pussy
the fuck
this
up.
and pussy that. Like, fuck, okay?
Fuck.
Hey, little man.
No, man.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean anything.
Fuck, man.
No, it's just like,
Why you gotta make me feel
this game
loud?
is my only outlet right now. My mom and dad can't pay the bills, they fight. Can't be bothered with my problems.
Yep.
I'm the least popular kid in my class, bro. My teacher mutes me on Zoom class. My dog died from COVID last year. Like,
Yep.
my screen time is 10 hours a day. I get withdrawals and shit.
Yep.
So what are my prospects, man? What kind of world do I have to look forward to?
Zero
So
prospects.
sure, I'm a little rambunctious at times, yeah?
Yeah.
So fuck you, you old
Fuck
millennial
you,
fat
man.
Go choke on a Jolly Rancher and drink some butterbeer
Fuck
and cry
you.
about 9/11, you bitch.
Go pay taxes,
Hello,
bitch.
squad. I just joined, but should I leave? Maybe sometimes I gotta come online and try to act out and say some wild shit just to get some attention. Just to feel something, okay? But fuck me, right?
Fuck me, right?
I'm just 12.
I'm just 12.
Nobody gives a
man.
fuck.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, I don't know. It's all like that.
Fuck.
Yeah, man, I promise things will get better, okay, little dude?
You hear the
I'm chill
song?
on the pussy talk, my bad.
It's all good. Don't worry about that. But let's win this game, though, okay?
Let's do it.
All right.
Buzzy.
Wow, squad. That was very heartwarming. Reminds me of that beautiful song, Claire de Lune, by Claude.
By Claude Debussy. That's right.
I stream for 10 hours a day, and it's like the algorithm is against me or something.
It hates
How come
me.
everyone is watching Asmon's stream? And
Yeah.
I'm not getting any new followers.
Yup.
I'm playing the games. What more do you want me to do?
Go. I have to entertain.
Just a quick word from the sponsor. NordVPN
Nord.
is the VPN that you can trust. So go
Nord.
to nordvpn.com/internethistorian for a huge deal on a 2-year plan plus 4 bonus months for free plus a 30-day money-back guarantee. My God. Today we are gonna be watching the new Snow White movie. I love the intro. Oh, I love seeing that Disney logo. That's brilliant. That's
Yep.
brilliant.
Yep.
Guys, I'm just gonna get up and get some food. I'll be back.
Wow. React streamer. He's a React streamer. Look at him. Yeah, let me get up and go get a drink real quick, guys. Yeah, I'll be back.
What the f? Who reported my stream? Hello, my Nordlings. Welcome back to the stream. Can we get some ends in the chat, guys? No, not like that. Bods!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Back to the ASMR stream for NordVPN. Today I'm going to be drinking a can of Coke while I say the word Nord.
What's a word that starts with N, chat?
Nord.
What's a word that starts with N?
Thank you for the tier 3 sub.
Ninja.
With NordVPN,
Naruto.
I can be outside my house, Jack's Films house, Samito's
Jack's
house,
Films
Ordinary
house.
Things house. Just like that. Welcome back to the hot tub stream. What do you guys mean? How many hot dogs can I put in my mouth?
Ew,
What? I'm just,
guys.
Oh my god, $5,000
How much
donation. Thank you
ussies can
so
I
much. You
eat?
guys are such good friends.
Gosh.
Streaming's not for me. I'd rather go to nordvpn.com/internethistorian to get a huge
I don't know. I think he makes a pretty good streamer right there.
deal on a 2-year plan plus 4 months for free.
Free.
And over.
Pog. Netflix.
Watching Netflix, are you?
Nope. With NordVPN, you can watch Netflix in other countries. Oh well.
All tucked in with a 3-hour essay on Good Game Good, and here's why.
Fallout New Vegas is actually the only based Bethesda game.
Turn that off.
Turn it
I've
off.
got something for you much less enjoyable
Oh, whoa.
and far more expensive.
Wow.
We're going to the theater.
The theater.
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 From the ancient Greek, theatron. The most dramatic of the Transformers.
Wow.
It means a place for viewing.
Wow.
Here's a Roman theater. They were
Yes.
quite simple back then. You have the stage,
Pog.
the auditorium, and the vomitorium.
The vomitorium.
Now, for a very long time, people thought that the vomitorium was a place where the Romans would gorge themselves.
Wow.
Where they would eat so much that they would throw up.
That's
and then
disgusting.
gorge themselves again because they were so
How is that enjoyable in any way?
decadent and or bulimic. But it comes from the word vomir, which means to spew forth, because that's where people go in and out. So vomitorium is just a dramatic way of saying the entrance.
Wow.
Now, if you skip forward to the 1800s,
Theater. Big drama. We have to use big words for our signs and our entrances because only sophisticated people go to the theater.
things are getting a lot more modernized.
Wow.
But they still didn't have electric. So they had what's called the limelight.
The limelight.
And that's why they say to be in the limelight, to be the star of the show, what they would do was take a piece of quicklime and heat it up super, super hot,
Wow.
which will naturally glow very bright.
Okay.
They would then take reflective mirrors and lenses to focus the beam, and they would use that as an early form of the spotlight.
Wow.
The limelight is not because it's green, but because it's made from quicklime.
Wow.
In the modern day, things are a lot more advanced, and they can do all sorts of cool shit with like lasers going into your eyeballs, all sorts of stuff. But it's not just the tech that's had an upgrade, it's the architecture as well. In Elizabethan times, they had the yard.
Oh, I've
and you could
seen this photo before.
get in here for about a penny apiece.
Yeah.
And this is where all the poor people stood to watch the shows.
Park.
It's like when you go to Oppenheimer and you end up with the worst seats in the IMAX theater, right? But thankfully, in modern times, we have fixed that problem.
Yes.
We kicked out all the poor people and
them
we
out.
sunk the floor
It's illegal to be poor in the theater.
down low and put in
Yep.
an orchestra pit.
Wow.
Now, these things are usually
Music.
6 to 12 feet deep, so they're
Deep.
not obstructing the audience's view.
Damn, dude, 6 feet deep. That's like average.
But having a giant hole at the end of a stage is quite dangerous.
Goodbye.
So usually they put a big net there as well.
Oh.
And yet, a lot of people still get like a lot of people. In 2011, during a production of The Sound of Music, one of the lead actresses fell into the orchestra pit and was left paralyzed from
Oh
the
my
waist down.
goodness.
In 2009, a conductor, not a superconductor, just a regular one, fell 14 feet into the dark pit. and
14
broke
feet?
9 vertebrae and 1 ankle.
Jeez.
Mamma mia.
Mamma
And
mia.
He fell on his pointy conducting thing. At the Bolshoi Theatre, a violinist died from his injuries after falling into the pit.
He died.
This theatre is prone to all sorts of accidents, by the way. It's kind of cursed. But performers and musicians aren't the only ones falling into the pit. In 1988, an 82-year-old man fell from his balcony box seating
Oh, hell yeah.
all the way down into the pit during a performance
Oh yeah, they have nets up there now too.
of Macbeth. He died.
He died.
Very spooky.
Spooky.
Even already dead people are getting pitted. In 2016, a man sprinkled his friend's ashes into the orchestra pit at the Met Theatre.
But why though?
This happened during the intermission, and it was a sort of tribute to a mentor of his. But of course, people went, "What the hell are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't know." And he flees the scene. Everyone's coughing and sneezing up dead guy, and people think,
Dead guy.
"Is this anthrax? What is this?" So they call in the anti-terrorism
Oh,
police,
snap.
and the whole show is cancelled for the rest of the evening.
Wow. Theater.
A quick intermission.
Intermission.
Or is it?
Oh.
Finity, I am the trap master.
Oh no.
Not like that.
Yeah,
Do
like
not
that.
ask me to reveal
Like
my
that.
secrets, woman. I have dedicated my life to the mysteries of the theater. Ah, the theater. She has so many enigmatic traps.
It's Phantom of the Opera. Traps.
Let us start with the most simple yet devious. The wall trap. It allows the actor to walk directly into the set piece. Ah, where did he go? Nobody knows.
It's a fake wall.
Cast your eyes over here to the genie trap.
Wow.
Now the victim stands on this dumbwaiter, and a counterweight launches their hapless body up onto the stage. In the olden days, this circle of flaps would sometimes go on top, and then that would make the whole thing just one way.
Oh wow.
Now, back when they made this thing, they didn't have hydraulics. So instead, they'd have like 6 stagehands pulling as fast as they could. And sometimes it would go totally wonky, or it wouldn't open properly, or they'd only get about halfway through. Well,
Impaled.
I guess that's it. There's only 2. Wrong! This is the vampire trap.
Trap.
And if I want to come back up again, this is called the sunroof trap.
Trap.
Very cool. Watch out for the closing doors on this one. It managed to trap Spider-Man's foot back into production in 2013. Me and the Green Goblin, we collabed on this one. All right, there's one more. The Ghost Glide. What you do is stand on this slidey bit, and it ascends diagonally, which makes it look like he's coming out of the ground. But the ladies, they're yawning, they're going, "Ooh, short ghost." But then, 5 foot.
5 foot.
5 foot 1.
Wow.
5 foot 2.
Damn.
All the ladies are turning their heads now. 5 foot 3.
Yeah.
5 foot 4.
It gets longer,
5
I
foot
promise.
5. All the ladies are.
Damn. 5'5". Damn. That's above average.
Bet you're wondering, what happens to the actors when they go down these traps? Are they dead and gone forever?
Whee! Yep.
Yes, sometimes. In 1888,
Wow.
Frederick Federici was playing the role
What
of
a name.
Mephistopheles in Faust at the Princess Theatre in Melbourne. As he descended the trap at the end of the play, goodbye everybody,
Goodbye.
he had a heart attack and died.
Internet historian, hello. We mean dying from the trap, not from the traps, not from the heart attack trap.
Never seen again.
Oh my goodness.
So as you can imagine, with
Silly
this many
goober.
deaths, the theatre has become a highly haunted place.
You're so silly.
Oh, yes. In fact, sometimes you can put your ear right up to the wall and you can hear 2 male ghosts wrestling. Can't fake that. Ah, another ghost.
Wait. 2 male ghost wrestling. Is that a reference? Are you trying to say something different, internet historian? You're trying to say something sussy.
Hole. Don't look inside. I did once. Almost went blind. That's why I wear the mask. Anyway, because of all the ghosts, the theatres do whatever they can to keep the spirits happy. See this? It's called a ghost light.
Ghost light.
When everything is closed, it is kept on always. Kept on for the ghosts.
Spooky.
So that they don't, bump their shins in the dark or whatever. At the Palace Theatre in London, there has been some ghostly activity.
It seems to be a bit of a hotspot for ghostly activities.
And that's why they always keep 2 empty seats at the back so that the ghosts may sit there and watch the show.
So
Wow, it's so polite. They have their own reserved seat.
that's why we traditionally kept a couple of seats off sale for the ghosts. However, Harry Potter is so popular that we sell those seats now.
Oh my goodness. Of course you do. Yeah, okay.
Also, most theatres close for 1 day per week, and on those days, the ghosts are left to perform for each other in their own shows. Which they like, we think.
I was worried about my own vagina.
What?
Oh, finally, the vagina
A
monologues.
culture of
Huh?
inner vagina.
We can leave that out.
You know, I wasn't always part of the elite. In fact, from a very young age, I grew up in an orphanage. No, my parents weren't dead. Rent in that building was just really cheap. But my parents showed me no affection. And as soon as they could, they sent me off to boarding school. But boards were always their passion, not mine. I tried to run away, but they caught me. And boy, did they throw the book at me. Alas, I did not dodge in time. I spent the next few years in a coma.
Jover.
A
God.
Native American town, Pueblo, Acoma. And the people there taught me how to read American.
American.
They also had a local library, and I spent my days buried in books.
Wow.
Learning as much as I could about the arts. And once someone
Ninja.
noticed me buried under those books and they rescued me, I knew I wanted to teach default character presets like yourselves.
What?
All about Shakespeare. Editor's
Yeah.
note. I started Googling Shakespeare and I got kind of distracted, so I don't know. Here's a WAV file. You can do something with this.
What,
Put
a
it in,
WAV
like,
file?
Classroom or something.
What year is this? Wave
Alright,
files.
Attention, everybody. I am your new teacher. You are a bunch of troubled inner city youths.
Okay.
All you know is shoot gun, fail test, and crime.
I
But
mean, yeah.
I need a teacher that actually, books and reading and stuff are actually pretty epic.
Wow.
After all.
It's cappuccino.
Now, the earliest known written language is what, Mr. Single Parent Household? I don't know, Teach, but you're never gonna get through to me. Oh, really? Well, what if I go back in time?
Wow.
Back in time. In the long, long ago, very few could
Triangles.
read. But to be fair, most of the written languages were kinda shit. This
Yeah.
is cuneiform, the very first written language. And
The
it has far
triangle.
too much punctuation. Then eventually came along the Egyptians,
Wow.
and they invented emojis, but they would call them hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Anyway, the typical written thing would go like this. Message for you, sir. Big bird, man with stick. Man sitting, circle. Oh, more bills. Eventually that became quite annoying, so the Phoenicians, who were a kind of Lebanese, very progressive, especially for those days. Now, they came up with a better idea. They started going, hey, that sounds a bit like an A. Buh. That sounds a bit like a B.
Yeah.
Oh, and so on and so on.
Wow.
Until we had a proto-form of the alphabet. Now, the Greeks thought that was pretty neato, but they said, let's come up with an even better version with 22 letters, and soon that will be like English.
Damn.
Oral history. Greeks more like geeks. Yeah. Well, let me tell you about something highly relatable.
Fucking loser.
Of the surviving Greek works, the greatest hits were the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Those are
now,
pog.
because most people couldn't read, this stuff wasn't written down for a very long time.
It was in the theater.
Instead, it was memorized and performed. And when they performed it, they used one of these, a lyre.
Wow.
Now, this was great for conveying tone, right? So, here's a soft bit, doo-doo-doo, but then this is a big dramatic bit.
Got him.
Now, the Iliad starts with this guy, Menelaus, king of Sparta, and he has a wife, Helen.
And then she gets yoinked.
And she is a very fine lady.
Damn.
And then the Prince of Troy shows up. His name is Paris.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Yo, bitch is mine.
damn, shorty, a wooga. hey, that's what he'd say.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he and his boys abduct her and took her all the way back to his crib in Troy.
Yep.
Now this makes Menelaus quite miffed.
Pissed off.
Hold on there, Buster.
He declares a turf war, but he can't win it alone, so he calls on his homies.
Bro, these guys were so bored back in the day. They were just stealing each other's girls. They could have gotten any girl in their country, but instead this guy had to go to another country, steal the one girl he shouldn't take, and then they had to start a whole like 22-decade war over it because they wanted to. They were that bored, dude.
Odysseus, king of Ithaca, and Achilles, the best drive-by shooter of all time.
That's right.
But Achilles is not in the mood to fight, so the whole of the Iliad is basically spent trying to convince this guy to get involved.
Yeah.
Please?
No.
Because he's such an absolute giga chad that they need this one guy, and he's gonna single-handedly like win the whole war for them.
Please?
No.
Eventually, they win the turf war by being very sneaky. They make a giant horse, which is the symbol of Troy, and they leave it at the front gate. That's their way of saying, oh, I guess you win. We're walking away
Bye-bye.
now.
Yeah, you guys win the war. Have a gift. We're gonna go now.
And meanwhile, thousands of soldiers go off and hide in some bushes.
Yep.
Now, the Trojans are very suspicious,
Bush
but they can
camping.
see that the Greek ships are actually sailing away into the horizon. So they
It's a
know,
trick.
oh, it must be real, must be real. We've won the many years war.
Yep. Just like that. Wow, it's
But
over.
actually, there's almost no one on those ships,
Get
and
fucked.
there's a surprise inside the horse.
Yep.
Later that night, when everyone's asleep,
It's a virus. It's a virus.
boiling hot tzatziki everywhere. And also some soldiers wearing thermal protection. They get out and they open the gates, and then everyone comes out of the bush.
Bro, it was an absolute sausage fest in the horse, I'll tell you, bro. Because you got all your boys, all the best warriors on the continent, and you're all in a little wooden horse, dick to dick, you know, just cuddled up, waiting for like a whole day straight for them to pull you in, and then you get to bust out of there, dude. You get to bust on them.
Just running into the city and kill everybody.
Hi, Cookie.
After they win the war, Odysseus heads back home to Ithaca. However, on his way, he starts making beef with Poseidon.
Yeah. We're talking about the whole story. Okay. Yeah. On the way back, most people don't ever read the way back, but the way back was a whole nother journey on its own.
Out of the sea. And Poseidon is mad at the disrespect.
He's
So
angry.
he sends Odysseus on a long-ass detour.
Yep.
And that detour is the story of the Odyssey.
Yep.
Pretty epic, right, kids?
Epic. And then you read it and you're like, oh.
Whoa, Teach, that's fire. I'm starting to come around. That Odysseus guy is literally me. Yeah, I'm gonna try that horse trick on my ops. Homer, from Homer's Odyssey, is not a character in the story. He's the guy who tells, the story, and then people wrote it.
But then it's arguable whether he's actually a real person or he's just like a collection of people that were telling the stories, and they kind of just put them all together and they named them Homer so that they would have like one person of reference in history.
Now moving chronologically to the next big one, you've got the Bible.
The Bible.
And for all practical
The
purposes,
Bible.
this was basically an oral tradition too.
Yeah, for a
Most
long
people
time.
were illiterate by this point, and the
Yeah.
Bible was written in Latin.
Yep.
And pretty much only the clergy knew Latin.
Yeah.
So they would be the one to recite it to people.
It says that the cute lady at the front should go on a date with me, please. Listen, the rules are the rules. I didn't say it, the book did.
There was a translated version into English, the Wycliffe's Bible, and you better believe that thing was a threat to the order. So they made that illegal to own.
Illegal.
And if you were found with an unlicensed copy, the punishment would be death.
Death.
So it remained. The Bible was read to the people. Now, by the 1300s came
Yeah.
Chaucer, who wrote the Canterbury Tales.
Wow.
And that was a pretty big deal,
Get this book.
Get this book.
because it's one of the first significant works written in Middle English.
Wow.
It describes a bunch of people making a pilgrimage from Southwark to Canterbury.
Wow.
Just here to here, which was the longest journey anyone had ever made in the 1300s. And now it's a whole series
That's pretty far.
of stories, and most of them can be boiled down to, how come if everyone is on a pilgrimage, you're all so focused on material stuff? Oh, hypocrites much? Dong. It's now the 1600s, and they've updated all the textbooks from Middle English to regular.
Wow.
In 1601, King James I said, all right, you know what? Let's everyone have a copy of the Bible they can read.
Wow.
Let's do a King James Bible. I won't feature in it, but I'd love to be in the title. And he commissioned a committee of scholars to rewrite the thing in English,
English.
God's language.
Screw your Latin. We speak English now.
It took 8 years.
Yep.
And that brings us to Shakespeare. And he's a huge deal. Oh, look, we're out of time. But sir.
How humble.
Oh, but sir, we're supposed to do penis inspection day today.
Damn, no, we're gonna miss out on penis inspection. No, man, I was looking forward to that.
No, there's no time. Roll the end card.
The end.
The end.
A
All right,
penis
that's the
inspection.
list. You watched the whole video. Or at least,
Wow.
you had it on in the background while you scrolled your phone.
That's right. Like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, follow the Twitch. You can join the boys for penis inspections.
And I couldn't be prouder of you.
Yeah.
There's just one more quick thing I want to tell you about. Theater props. For example, this gun.
Wow.
Now, the thing... Oh, look who it
No, why?
is. I know what you think.
It's a
but
prop.
It's just an actor. We all know that the real Lincoln is dead. You know, when he fell asleep on the tracks of the Underground Railroad. Anyway.
What?
This thing is super realistic. Although the trigger is a little loose. Ruh-roh. Oh, I can't believe you did that. But I won't tell anyone. And, in fact, good news. I'm gonna make you my little protege. And I will be your protojo. And I got so many more lessons to teach.
Pog. What a plot
Still
twist.
here, huh? Yes, just a little cleaning. More good news. Next video is almost done. It'll be
Wow.
on incognito mode, and it's about the art.
Wow.
And the next main channel video is also nearly done. That'll be
Wow.
out shortly after. If you're looking for more content in the meanwhile, we have another channel called Story Mode.
Another
The Mentally
channel.
Assaulted and Forspoken videos are especially good. Don't forget NordVPN.
NordVPN.
Thank you for watching.
Don't forget.
More soon.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want me to watch those videos. Bye. And that's the end of the YouTube video chat.